All right. Hello. Popping on live. Um, Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Heart Day to all that are here. It's February 14th. And it's Natalie. I am just popping on. I've just been sitting here feeling a lot of love, um, a lot of divine connection, a lot of openness, and a lot of sharing that's wanting to come through. Sorry, I'm still having throat issues. And I'm going to do some light language that's coming through for heart. And it's going to be heart activations to help open your heart, help to feel more love, expand, to heal, to bring in more light and love into your heart. There's so much Christ consciousness energy around me and around the planet, and I want to bring that through. So I just want to bring that Christ love of uh, of the sacred feminine, blended with the masculine. I've got to show you this picture here. One of my favorite pictures of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, when she's got that sacred heart. It's one of my favorite pictures. Here, I'll take it out of this thing so you can see it. Anyway, that's one of my favorite paintings, depictions of Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, of Christ, the feminine and masculine Christ, that balance. And it's just that energy of love. And I'm just feeling a lot of love coming in, and a lot of light codes that want to come through. So I'm not going to talk long. I'm just going to do some light codes and light language. And I'm actually going to, let me see if I can just share this. I don't know, I might just share this after into my groups. So I think I'll just go along with the video. But they're wanting to connect to help me work with everybody to help people align their hearts to the grid of Gaia, to help them feel the love of God, of Christ, of divine. And it's not Christ in a religious way per se. It's just the energy of Christ is God. It's source. It's pure love. It's Christ consciousness energy is nothing but divine love. And I'm feeling the divine feminine Christ coming through mostly today. Mary Magdalena, Sophia, Mother Mary, Gaia, Sophia. I'm feeling Gaia, Sophia wanting to come through. I'm feeling Christ codes wanting to come through. A lot of sacred feminine healing, heart activations, heart opening, divine feminine consciousness is stable, is integrating, I guess, into us. The divine feminine consciousness coming through. There's the feminine Christ, it feels like coming in, and the energy of the planet. I was doing some work connecting with the planet and connecting, and it felt like the energy of rose gold was the energy that I was tuning into, was a rose gold. So it's the gold, which is masculine, and the rose, which is feminine, and that rose gold combined. So I put on the closest color I could find. This sweater, it's not really pink, it's a more of a rose color, and it's the color I have on my website too. And is this rose color, rose gold. So it's that balance of the masculine, feminine, and the gold is Christ consciousness, and the rose is, it's the way of the rose. It's the feminine Christ. It's just that sacred heart energy, it's that sacred heart energy, right? And so that's that energy I want to bring through, is this sacred heart. Well, it's not sacred heart. It's sacred heart energy, but it's feminine Christ codes wanting to come through for heart alignment. They're saying heart alignment into the grid, expanding Christ consciousness, aligning to the Sophia Christ, aligning to the heart of Gaia. Oh, aligning to the heart chakra of Gaia. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to do a song here picked out. So I'm going to play a song and do some light codes. But yeah, aligning to the heart chakra of God, of aligning to the heart chakras of one another. So it's helping everybody to connect to their heart, expand their heart, and then feel the connection of their heart to Gaia, to the grid, to the collective, to the heart chakra of the earth, to the feminine Christ. So it's to yourself, to God, to divine, to the feminine Christ, to the collective, to the divine feminine, to the sacred feminine, the sacred Christ. It's all of this. Oh, it's beautiful. Just I'm feeling the message as it's coming through. Okay. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna maybe stand up. I don't know, maybe I could do it sitting, but here, I'll get started. that's it, everybody. Oh, wait, is there more? No, I'll play the music a bit. Whew. Inkutiast inka aya upa aya santa aya ampa aya stita aya urata. I'm coming through with more divine feminine codes for everybody. Ikupatiast antaya ukasta aya east antaya. Entering in through the heart chakra of divine feminine codes and light. Divine feminine Christ code activations. Oh, not yet. Sorry. Ikustiantia oya kantia stanta ayasta. Mother Mary codes. Mother Mary's coming in. Christ. Sananda. I love this music. Can really connect to your body, your heart, your energy. It's actually one way I connect with my guides and work with them is through dance, through sacred dance. As we go beyond our mind, our consciousness, our ego, thinking. Feeling Yeshua's energy. Mary Magdalene. They love dance, by the way. Nicola, hello. Sherry. I feel like I want to stand up. Feeling that divine feminine energy today. It's kind of expanding your energy and letting it flow, letting it sing. And feeling safe in your body, safe in your heart, safe to feel the glory of God through your body. You can feel God and Christ through your body. You can connect to your heart. Everything is connected, guys. Your body, your chakras. Just feel love when you move. You know, get up and dance with me, right? Yeshua loves to dance. I channel him and sometimes a lot of my different divine feminine aspects. And we dance. It's one of the most sacred ways to express God. It's dance and music. It's sacredness. It's fourth dimensional. As soon as you get into that music and dance, you're fourth dimensional and above, right? Just fourth dimensional energy right there. So we're just really creating a connection of the divine feminine codes. Mother Mary too. No control of the music, it's just on Spotify Shuffle. But it's kind of cool. we move our energy. Chakras open, they clear, they align. We connect to our heart, and you can connect to all of your chakras. You can bring in your higher self, bring in the energy of Christ, of your gods, of divine. You can receive more code activations. You can receive more light. You can release densities and energy blocks through sacred movement. You can feel your aura expand. If you've got densities or blocks in your energy field, in your chakras, in your aura, it moves them. It's just like shaking a blanket, right, of dust. You shake your body. When you shake your body, you shake all the dust off of your energy. You have to move. So anytime you feel density, low, sad, depressed, anxious, too much in your head, get up and move. Even cleaning helps, but just get up and move. Like if I feel my frequency drop and I'm feeling like too dense or too in my head, just get up and move. Get that energy moving, right? Get the blocks out. You know? And you can do this and it kind of helps to open your heart. Open that heart chakra. You just expand, and it's like yoga does the same thing, right? When you do yoga and you're just opening, you think of yoga moves and how much it opens your chakras. And I just almost want to stretch. When you do this, when you have your hands up above your head, you're connecting to that soul star chakra, which is where your higher self is. So a lot of times I put my hands up like this, and it's like I'm holding hands with my higher self, and they'll often put codes or activations into my hands, and then they'll bring them down to me. So there's so much going on when we move and work with our hands this way. There's so much happening, you know? It's like you move your pelvis, you connect to that sacral chakra, and you can just let the energy flow, you know? Your root connect down to Gaia. Your sacral chakra, you just connect to sensuality and creativity. And it kind of can help your solar plexus settle down or balance, because the solar plexus, sometimes we get too much in our head or too much control or a lack of activity or overactivity or lack of focus. So it kind of brings you in the moment, because when you're dancing, you're in the moment, right? When you're doing movement, exercise, yoga, you're in your body, and it brings you into presence. And then of course you bring the heart and you connect it, and you know, you can do toning or singing with it and connect the throat chakra, and then it opens everything, and then that crown, and then you can receive light, receive codes, receive activations, downloads. Mother Mary's saying to do more of these. Yes, Mother Mary, she's a big aspect energy of mine that I work. She's been working with me a lot. She does a lot of planetary source work with me. Well, with all of us. But it's fun. Raises our frequency, we have fun, and we heal. Healing can be fun, right? It can be fun. Why not? Oh, it feels like they're settling my energy down. Having me center for a moment. But if you want to dance, you can dance. But feel, so they had me just right there. What happened was they had me slow down a little bit. And to realign with them, to feel what's actually coming through, instead of me just going rogue doing my thing. They were saying, oh wait, stop, because there's energy in the movements, there's a pattern, there's a flow, there's a meaning, whether you're, I'm doing this for you, for myself, for the collective, you do your own thing for yourself, and just allow your body to move however you want it to move. You know, if you do light language with your hands, let them flow. You know, let them flow. So, all right. That was kind of fun. I think that's it. It's just a short little message of love, connecting to the grid, to your heart chakras, to divine. Hold on, light language. More light language wants to come through. Creating creativity in your divine feminine pathway. Okay. So the Mother Mary message is saying to work on, it feels like to work on this type of light code activations and dancing and body movement, because it helps with our feminine connection to our sacral chakra and to heal and cleanse away debris and blocks and bring in a lot more of that creative power. And that's our divine feminine power too, right? And for men too. I mean, it's important for men to connect to that feminine sacral chakra, you know, creative. We all have the masculine feminine within us. So definitely connecting to that is important for everybody. Everybody needs creativity. That was divine timing. Oh, beautiful. I welcome Mother. You feel her. Nicola Russell, love that. Thank you. Hey Jody, hey Sherry, hey Nicola. Beautiful. But yeah, just it's just that Mother Mary energy, the Christ flow energy is really wanting to come through. I'm not going to say that word. They were just saying that was really blank, bleep, bleepity bleep awesome. Thank you. Sometimes they're funny. They're very casual with me. They get a little bit funny. We get a little rambunctious together, but in a lighthearted sort of way. It's all very pure in Christ, but it's just a lot of fun. But yeah, like anytime you guys feel blocked that you need to connect, just put on the music and move and dance. Oh, it looks like I just froze. Oh, okay. My back, it looks like the camera just froze for a minute. But anytime you feel disconnected, you know, stuck, out of alignment, just pause, breathe, connect to your heart, put on music that just gets you going, you know. And sometimes it could be fun, playful music. Sometimes it could be this type of sensual, you know, hypnotic music, you know, kind of goddess dance, chakra dance music, anything, whatever gets you going, just put it on and move and just feel. But connect to your heart, connect to your sacral chakra, connect to your root into the earth, and then open that energy up and bring up, and then put your hands up to the soul star chakra, and then just feel that divine energy, and then you're anchored down through the root into the earth. So it's like you plant your legs into the earth, right, down into the ground, and through here you're connecting down, and just feel that connection down, and then pull that energy up from the grid, which pulls up the energy of, you know, Christ consciousness from the grid, and then it's a in outflow, right? And you go up and then you pull it down. So it's pulling up from and then sharing it equally, sharing it with the world, because how else are we going to raise the collective consciousness and heal people if we're not willing to do the work ourselves within ourselves and willing to expand our energy beyond our own little safety bubble and go out into the world and expand, right? So today's Valentine's Day, and I know it has, some people say it has some undesirable connections. I don't like to talk about that or think about that, but it's I just like to think of it as a heart day, a love day, a day to connect to your heart and remember your heart and connect love to everybody, right? So it's just about love and opening and expanding your heart and feeling it grow and saying, hey, I got some of that. I'm going to go and share that with everybody. And I just want to share. And that's why I was like, oh, I have to just get on. I'm just feeling a lot of love that I wanted to share. And, yeah, the Christ feminine, the Mary Magdalene, the Rose, sister of the Rose, and the Mother Mary especially, and Sophia, are all just really coming through really powerful right now for me, for you guys, through me, to share with you. Sorry, I worded that wrong. But that's how we raise the planet. That's how we heal the planet, is connecting to our heart and our body and our soul, expanding it, and then connecting through the root into the grid, into the earth star chakra, and then expanding the heart, and just this flow of divine through us down into the earth, and then up and out. And it's like the torus field. It looks like an apple, right? It's like up and out and then down below. And then we expand, and you share this to a world. You share it out, out, out. And you heal everybody around you. Your energy field shares that love to everyone. You don't have to say anything. You just open and you just share it with everybody. You just share, share, share. And whether it's through your voice or your eyes, or just your energy field, or maybe you're doing a meditation, or you're just sitting outside and you're anchoring it into the grid, through sitting on the earth. You just share and expand that love, that light, that wisdom. And that's all it is. That's all it's about. So, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I'm at 27 minutes, and 27 has been a sacred alignment number for me lately. So I thank Mother Mary. I thank Divine Feminine. I thank Sophia, the Christ Feminine, Christ Consciousness energy. Yeah, Christ Consciousness energy definitely wants to be known for what it is, which is how to become love, how to be forgiving, how to release negativity, and overcome, I guess, judgments, how to love unconditionally, how to be forgiving, how to hold more light, how to hold more Christ light. And it's also very balanced with the Divine Feminine, because Yeshua was very much balanced and did his mission equal to Mary Magdalene. So I'm just listening to what he's telling me. So the Christ energy wants to be known for what it is. He's never said it in that way to me. The Christ energy wants to be known for what it is, which is about the Mary Magdalene, Christ, Messiah. Like Mary Magdalene is equally a Messiah to him. She is the feminine Christ. She is the embodiment of Sophia, Mother God, just as Yeshua is the embodiment of the Sananda energy, the Father God. So when he referred to Father, it was Father, Sananda. Metatron is part of that. That's a whole other discussion. Metatron and Sananda are very much one and the same. They're different expressions of the same source, consciousness, and soul, self. They have different missions and they work differently. But Sananda is very much aligned as that Father energy and the Yeshua energy. So Yeshua expands up into Sananda. So it depends on your frequency, which one you connect with. At a lower frequency, you're going to connect with the Ascended Master, Yeshua. At a higher frequency, you're going to connect with the God Sananda, right? Yeshua's God too. And Mary Magdalene, same thing. She's the Ascended Master Goddess, priestess in human, the human embodiment. And she expands up into her Sophia self, because she is also Sophia. And then there's a whole bunch of fractals of Sophia. Mother Mary is one of them. So they're all related to Sophia. But it's all Divine Feminine Christ. So whether we're talking Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Lady Nada, gosh, there's probably so many, Aphrodite, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Shakti, there's a lot of divine feminine Christ energies out there. And they span all religions and faiths. It doesn't matter. Christ energy is Christ energy. Buddhism is Christ energy. Buddhism isn't really even a religion. It's more of a philosophy and practice. It's a discipline. Again, another topic. But yeah, the divine feminine Christ is really wanting to be heard today. And it feels like it's just wanting to be expanded and balanced. And that's why I was really connecting with the rose gold energy. So if you want, you can go into meditation and pull in the rose gold energy from source, and pull that in up through your upper chakras, through your body, through your crown, and bring that into your crown, and then fill your body in, and you can send that out, or just consciously send out rose gold energy and Christ energy. The rose gold energy is a combination of the Christ feminine and the Christ masculine energy, and send that out to the collective. So that would be a beautiful Valentine's healing, for the collective, for everybody. And I feel it's really sorely needed, especially for those who are not in a place of well-being right now, who really need to be lifted. So we can just, connect to our hearts and say a prayer for all of those right now who maybe don't feel safe, who don't feel loved, who are hurting or lacking love, or lacking an ability to connect to love even in a divine way. Maybe they've lost their faith with God, or with themselves, or with humanity. And so I just say a prayer for them, that I pray that their hearts could know God, could know love, could know that God and their angels are with them, supporting them and loving them every moment of every day. And all Mother Mary asks is for you to connect with them and help them to heal, to know that love is real and it's here to stay. And that love is part of divine, it's God, it's consciousness. It's one and the same. When you express love, you're expressing a little bit of God. Source consciousness, God consciousness, Christ consciousness. The Christ consciousness is a little bit of a more specific energy within the energy of source. So they're not the same thing. There's source energy, and then and Christ consciousness energy is a aspect, if you will, of source energy. It's part of it. It's a more specified to the Christed energy, which we love to play with, he says. Yes, I love my Archangel Michael, Yeshua. They very much become one and the same as well. Yeshua embodied the aspect of, and a lot of times I get the message that he is Archangel Michael as well. Like, he's Sananda, Archangel Michael. The higher up you go, like, the more everybody kind of merges into the same being, because it's part of Yeshua's higher self is Michael. And I know Michael fully stepped in when he was on the cross. And he became Michael, so he wouldn't have to suffer and feel the pain. And archangels often will do that. Angels do that. When you're going through a really bad trauma, your soul energy will actually step out, and angelic energy will often step in, as if to kind of block you from the trauma of it. That's just a little side note that I guess is wanting to come through. But anyway, we heal hearts today. We heal a lot of lives through our love, through our divine feminine Christ codes, and collective consciousness expands to the level of Christ consciousness in a few days. Oh wow. So we're doing a big collective heart healing and activation. That's beautiful. A big collective heart activation. Oh, Annette, I feel so much better. I used to always do the dancing, but I haven't been doing it lately. And I love your drum beat. Oh, yeah. This is a playlist I just found today. So I just trusted my intuition. Nicola Russell says, yes, I've been feeling that. Annette, divine timing, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, this is great. This is a Spotify, my phone, Spotify playlist. This is Hexagon Earth Theorists by Gab Rome, and it's Organica is the name of the playlist. I just happened to find it today. So anyway, Spotify's awesome. So yeah, beautiful music. Mother Mary says to create a Christ grid for everyone in your Divine Feminine group. Okay. And Mary Magdalene will work with you. Alrighty. So that's one of the things we do together is we create grids, Christ grids. And it helps you to hold your Christ codes together. And Divine Feminine code activations. Frequency upgrades. Hey, frequency upgrades. Gotta love that. Yeah, I love this music. I want to dance, but right now they're giving me codes, so I'm sitting still. I kind of want to go back to it and dance later, though. My higher self is just saying to get up and move after. Yeah, so if you guys want to look up the song, it's 7 minutes. Oh, funny, it's 7 minutes, 12 seconds, and that's my birthday, 7/12. July 12th, that is. Too funny. Christ grid activations. Christ grid building. Christ grid building. With Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary and Sophia. Christ consciousness codes. Mary Magdalene gives me my own upgrade. I get upgrades, I swear, every day. It gets pretty crazy. I hope you guys can hear me. I have my mic kind of turned over to the speaker. Nope, it's just... Oh, I know why. Sorry for the noise. Okay. Your birthday is set 12/7. Oh, that's too funny. Like as in December 7th or July 12th? I'm July 12th, but I'm in Canada, so in Canada, well, I lived in the States, so we say our date month, so it's July 7/12. So 7/12 is my birthday, July 12th. The rest of the world does it the other way around, I know. So, are you July or December? December. Okay, that's too funny. It's like they're flipped reverse. My neighbor's license plate is 7/12 too. Ends in 7/12. And my other neighbor has two vehicles and they both end in 777, which is a Sophia Christ code. Gotta like that. So whether you're male or female, Divine Feminine Christ Code activations help with the Divine Feminine within everybody. It's equally for any men watching. So of course, Mary Magdalene is the feminine aspect of Yeshua. And she was his equal, and he treated her as such. Only, of course, because of the way the world became very patriarchal dominant, that was very hidden, especially by Rome. It was very hidden. The truth of divine feminine's been suppressed, and now I'm working with the world in my aspects, and Sophia and Christ and a lot of other women are doing the same, and healers, to elevate the divine feminine back to her equal place. So we have to create a world of balance. If you know anything about Lemuria being too divine feminine and it collapsed, and Atlantis being too divine masculine and it collapsed, it was imbalanced. And now we have to have a world of balance. And when we heal our DNA and activate and align our feminine, masculine energies within everybody, within every man and woman, and we help to heal and align the grid to be more healed and aligned with Christ and the divine feminine, raising up and clearing the distorted divine masculine, or the, clearing the distorted part of the divine masculine. When we do this, then we bring the whole world up. The world has to be balanced in order to ascend. We'll put it that way. And you can learn more about this in the book. I'm almost finished listening to it, The 3 Ways by Dolores Cannon. And on the very last chapter that I'm on right now, I have like 25 minutes left of it. They talk about the masculine, feminine energy needing to be balanced for us to ascend individually and for the world to ascend as a collective. So if we want this ascension to happen, we all have to put in effort. It's not a passive thing. It's a very active that we all take part in. And every time every person does their own healing and balance and activations and alignments, they create a ripple effect for everybody around them. And, it's like the 100th monkey effect, right? So the more people that clear their own grids, clear their own karma, clear their own distortions, false beliefs, limitations of the human self, limitations of the Christ self, meaning the distorted Christ programming or identification, maybe he means, maybe like the distorted Christ identification into the more aligned, pure Christ identification or Christ consciousness, but aligning it with the Sophia Christ. So creating a healed, aligned, divine, feminine, masculine, Christed energy within yourself, within your own grid, and then out to the collective. And that's how we heal the world, align the world, and help everybody ascend, and the Gaia ascend as a whole. It's really beautiful. I thought I was going to stop at 27 minutes. I guess not. Divine feminine healing coming for you from Sophia. frequency upgrades. A lot of Christ code activation, Christ code alignment activations. No, alignment. Christ code alignment. Frequency upgrades. It's kind of like they're having me go through every single person that's here, doing a little mini individual activation session or something. I love working in the quantum field. It's magical. Magic. Mother Mary's music is fabulous, they're telling me. Her music. I guess Mother Mary picked this playlist. Mother Mary has a whole nother side to her. Not to be fooled, she says. Yeah, she does have a whole nother side to her. Beautiful. Perfect. It's like I'm just bringing it in really, really close to my own heart, sacred self. It's creating a lot of connectivity within my own beloved self. Sacred feminine, feeling the sacred feminine within your own heart. Feeling the sacred masculine wanting to come in. It's like sacred masculine energies wanting to come in to work with a lot of divine feminines now too. Mother Mary's been working really hard with a lot of masculine, and if you watched my last live video that was like a little over an hour long, that video was a lot about divine masculine, and seems today is balancing it out with the divine feminine. So it's live divine feminine upgrades on Valentine's Day. Sacred Christ. Feels like we're working in the root chakra almost. Root chakra, bringing in the sacred Christ and anchoring it down into the lower chakras to connect to the earth. And so even in the lower chakras, we can anchor the Christed energy in the lower chakras, which I know some people say that the lower chakras kind of go away or they merge up into the heart. So I guess you could say it's kind of like that, where we're just bringing in the Christed energy through all of the body. So even if you're in that lower chakra energy, you pull it down into the root and then into through the Earth Star chakra down your legs and anchor that into the earth. And then that connects to the grid, and then that connects to the collective. And then it's like the worldwide internet. that's how I see the grid. It's like the internet. You connect to that, you send your energy out, and it's like sending energy out. I see us, or I'm not looking at the comments. Comment there about this. 777 is your favorite too. Really love the energy. So grateful. Permeating it through my house. Oh God, that's beautiful, Annette. Willing to receive. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Syria. Syria. Beautiful name. Beautiful, guys. Thank you so much for receiving. I know I always come on and say, oh, it's going to be short, but then I get in the flow of the energy, and it's how my sessions do too. When I have private sessions with clients, it's like they end up going to like 2 hours most of the time. Yeah. Yeah. So, I feel like I'm just kind of holding everybody now, just to kind of give a final we're just holding. All right. It's like we're just finishing tweaking your codes. All right. Michael is helping now, and he's helping Mother Mary to tweak codes, her codes, the codes for everybody. You're getting a little tune-up, guys. You're getting a tune-up, so awesome. Feels like we're bringing the earth energy, root chakra, earth energy up to be felt by the collective, by the heart. Because I kind of reached down and I pulled it up, like we're pulling it up. And so it's like we anchored it down and now we're pulling it back up. It's like we're sewing it together in a sense. Creating a connection, a divine feminine connection to the Christ grid. So sending out better, stronger, more healed, divine feminine Christ codes throughout the grid. So that's what Mother Mary's helping me do with Mary Magdalene and Sophia. Lakshmi's helping me, and Lady Nada, Michael. Oh, that's beautiful energy right there. Beautiful, thank you. Oh my gosh. Ah. Ah. Sananda just gave a heart activation. Just having me hold an anchor in my heart right now, so you can work on the same thing for yourself. Just feeling the energy anchor in your heart, anchor in your soul, anchor in your solar plexus, your soul, anchoring in your feminine Christ codes, anchoring in your divine masculine codes, anchoring in feminine Christ for the collective, bringing in feminine creativity, healing of the divine masculine was done, was it that Thursday, or I forget when that was. I did the other long video. So it feels like this is a bit of a follow-up to that. Good. Okay, good. Great. Thanks, Nat. All right. Michael's working with me to help integrate my codes into the collective field consciousness. So as if we're taking this energy, he calls it music, and sharing it on a collective scale. So it goes beyond whoever watches the video. It's and all those who participate in the video, both on an individual basis for their own healing, and then beyond that assist in the collective healing. Then they assist with the whole grid, the whole chakra alignment, realignment of the earth, and the healing of the divine feminine and the Christ consciousness and the Christ feminine of the earth. So I thank everybody participating, receiving, not just for yourself, but when you do it for yourself, you're connecting to the consciousness, the source, collective Christ consciousness, and you're sharing it with everybody. So remember, we're light workers, we're all grid points. We create the grid, we anchor, we're nodes of light. The more you hold, the more you raise that collective consciousness. So doing your healing work and your own inner work is vital, because we're transducers, okay? Remember that we're transducers. We came here to create this grid, the human grid of Christ, of God, of love, of light. Whatever word you want to call it, it's essentially, most important things are the Christ consciousness energy, which is unconditional love, forgiveness, love, empowerment. He's reminding me of the word empowerment, because what was Michael / Yeshua in his day? Very empowering, right? He empowered women. He empowered Mary Magdalene as an equal. He empowered people, knowing that God is within them. That's what this is. The Christ consciousness within, the activations, that's Christ consciousness. That's, the kingdom of heaven is within. That's what we're doing. We're bringing heaven within you. The God energy, reminding you that your soul is a piece of source, a piece of, God consciousness. And you gotta pull the weeds and clear the pathway to find that sacred heart. Again, that image, the sacred heart, right? Right there. That's the sacred heart. So you can just connect with that image of the Christ masculine, feminine, and the sacred heart. So the more we connect with our own sacred heart and create the connectivity to God and to source, and then to the collective, the more we raise the frequency of Gaia, of the collective, and the overall health and well-being of every man, woman, child, and animal, essentially, of everyone. And the more we help transition to a world of peace and tranquility and peace and harmony and love, which is the new earth, the fifth dimension. That's why we're here. We came to manifest. We came to manifest what was written in the Bible 2,000 years ago. This is it. You know, we're all living prophecies right now. We are living in the prophecy, the time of God. When he says he would be back, he is within us. He's here. It's a revolution. It's a revolution on many levels. What were the things that Yeshua did in his time? He flipped over tables, right? There's this Christian song I love listening to. It's called, Good Trouble. It's called Good Trouble. And in it, she references, you know, turning over tables, which, if you're familiar with scripture, Yeshua turned over the tables of the money changers during Passover in the temple. And he was like, this is a sacred place. Money has no place being in here, because not that the money changing tables didn't have a purpose or function or right to be there. They did, but they had their tables inside the temple on sacred ground, and they were supposed to be outside. So they were violating a sacred rule. And he got mad and he flipped their tables over, and their coins went flying everywhere. He was a rebel. He challenged them. That's why, you know, he was crucified. He was a rebel. He's a sacred rebel. And that's what that song is about. It's called Good Trouble. Because he learned how to follow the rules because he needed to keep the peace, but he's a troublemaker in a good way. And that's what we see happening in the world, you know, all over the place in a lot of different ways and methods, is good trouble, to make change. Good trouble with the intention of love, of purity, of heart-centeredness, with the intention to create a magnificent, better, heart-aligned, Christ-consciousness world where we learn how to love and treat one another with respect, freedom, sovereignty, togetherness, likeness of one another, sacredness of one another. You know, humanity's been divided, but we're starting to see that, hey, wait a minute, you're more like me than what, you know, any institution tells me. You know, the institutions try to separate us and create division, and that's not what it's about. The Christ energy is about unification. And going into New Earth, the ascension, going to the fifth dimension, is about unity consciousness. It's about recognizing no matter what your nationality is, no matter what your practices are, no matter anything, we're here to create unity and love and togetherness and compassion and align with Christ. And that's it. And you don't have to be, nobody has to be the same or agree. The whole point is, in the face of adversity and difficulties and challenges, can you hold and anchor love and anchor in that love no matter what? It's easy to do when everybody's like, hey, how's it going? We're all, you know, like-minded souls. But can you do it amongst others who are different than you or have different beliefs or challenge you? That's the challenge. Can you love those who don't love you back? And this is where we just have to drop belief systems, expectations, and just say, nope, I'm here no matter what. I know that I'm source. I know that I'm God. I know that I anchor, you know, Christ codes or Christ consciousness or love or whatever you want to call it. You know, we're here to anchor Christ consciousness, and I know that that's why I'm here, and nobody's going to dim my light. No event, no rule, no entity, no shame, no division Nobody has the power to take your love, your heart, your truth, your sacredness, or your light away. Okay, guys, just know that. Nobody has a right to take it from you. So no matter what's happening in your world, your family, your relationships, your home, your country, your work, your relationships with anybody, with everybody, doesn't matter. Just detach from it and know that you're love. Know that you're held in love. Know that you're held by Christ. Know that he created you in perfect unison, in harmony with Sophia, with, the world, that we're all one and the same. We're just God expressing himself in different ways. We're God made manifest. We're God made manifest. I just feel a lot of sacred energy and beautiful, beautiful codes coming in. It's kind of shifting back and forth between Mary Magdalene, Sophia, Yeshua, Michael, Mother Mary. It's like they're all here with me and coming through. Archangel Metatron is here. It's creating a passageway of light to help me connect to the grid in a source, a different way, creating a passageway of light to connect to the grid in a better way, a deeper way. So Metatron helps connect to the grid even deeper. Of course, we know he's an archangel that works with sacred geometry and grid alignment. That's his thing. Oh, good. All right. Ah, beautiful. Mary Magdalene was just giving me a code activation myself personally, so helps me do my work better for everybody else. Perfect alignment. Thanks, Nat. All right, it feels like we're finished now. All right, 111, 111. Howdy doody. Look at that. 111. Wow. Thank you, everybody. How is everybody feeling? 13 reactions, 2 times 13 comments, 13, 13, 13. Goddess energy is 13, 13, 13. Archangel presence, 4444. Yes. Hi, Ahelia, Crystal Essence. Beautiful. Hi, Zozo. Annette, Alice, Syria, Jody, Patty. Hey, Patty. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to I've been doing a lot of light language and code activations and that for people, and kind of in a place, I'm going to be, if you guys are feeling generous, if you've been following me and doing these activations and receiving healings, I'm going to put my PayPal, if that's okay with you guys, in the comments, or not in the comments. I'll put it on the post. So when this goes up, I'm just going to throw my PayPal in there. And if you're feeling generous to give a donation, I appreciate it. Thank you. As this does take a lot of, it's something that comes from my heart with sincerity. Anyway, but it's also part of my work. And I'm learning how to be open and receptive to gifts and generosity. And a friend of mine messaged me the other day when I did the long Facebook live with the Divine Masculine. She was like, how come you're not putting your PayPal up there or asking? And I'm like, oh, I hate asking. And she's like, yeah, but you're doing like free healings for everybody. I'm like, okay. So anyway, I'm going to put my PayPal in there. And if you're able to donate, that would be awesome. Because in the future, I'm going to be doing, some things that are just kind of for free. But I'm going to be doing a lot more workshops that are going to be like this, but they're going to be more aligned to, I guess, a higher frequency, more planned. They're going to be very specific workshops that are planned, not just an impromptu thing. So they're going to be like events, like specific events. So that I'm going to be working on. And I said that at 11333. So, but yeah, stay tuned. There's a lot of ideas that we have, and I'm not even sure, because I work with divine feminine topics, and then I work with the Arcturians are wanting to do a lot of stuff with me. The archangels, Michael and Metatron, Ariel, Michael and Metatron, and Raphael and Gabriel and Raphael, they do a lot of stuff with me. I work a lot with Yeshua / Sananda and Sananda, and the Arcturians, also Pleiadians, and who are the ones? Give me a minute here. Andromedans. They came in the other day too. So anyway, so stay tuned. I'll be creating more fun stuff for everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for receiving. Thank you for your own healing. Thank you for all the work that you do. Thank you for all that you create. Thank you for all that you embody. Thank you for all that you want to manifest. Thank you for all of your source creator guidance. So keep shining on, everybody, okay? Just keep shining on. Stay heart-centered. Stay loving. Your energy, your voice, your eyes all carry a lot of power. So use it with love, with intention, with purity, with grace, with love, and with compassion. Okay? I think that's it. Just making sure the energy is nice and clear, open, and aligned. Okay. I am going to get off now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.